Hello there, thanks for tuning in. My name is Emily Mack. Okay, it's still wet, so I'm gonna grab it by the bar behind. This is all me. Let's rewind to when I had a blank canvas. Hello there. What's this I have here? This is a canvas that is 8 by 24. And what am I gonna do with this canvas, you ask? I'm going to paint myself a bunch of times. So I'll have myself here, and here, and here, and here. Oop, I'm dropping it all over the place, right? In a line. And each one's slightly overlapping the last one of me. And it's a challenge to myself because I'll draw and paint other people more than I do myself. And I feel like I have a very expressive face. My eyebrows are always moving. I've been told I have expressive eyebrows. So I'm gonna be making silly faces and just faces in general. And I'm gonna paint that. I'm gonna get good lighting. You see this back here? This is gonna be my light. And I'm gonna face it up. See that? Look at that light. And I'm gonna use that, and I'm gonna take selfies, and then I'm gonna paint it on. Time for your selfie. We're gonna turn this on. All right, so I have a light source, and I'm gonna go like this. Let's open this bad boy. Gently poke this through. All right, so it seems like we'll have about 5 different versions of my face. We'll make the eyes a little bit lower on this one because my hair is going to be in a bun, which means it's going to be at the top, and I don't want it to just like casually get cut off. Sometimes adding the shadow in helps with figuring out the proportions a little bit more. Got like a very rough version of the eyes in, which is perfect. We're not going for the most detailed drawing here, we're just going for the rough outlines, so I can just paint in the colors, the lights and the dark, which help shape what we'll see. This eyebrow is kind of like cocked up like that, just a little bit. My fish face is kind of sideways when I do it. Kind of look like the Joker right here right now, but that's okay. This is just the rough sketch, right? Alright, y'all, we're just gonna make my eyes a little bit bigger because they are supposed to be. This is the rough sketch of what I look like doing the face. I don't know why I just had trouble doing it, but I just put on an art shirt, and now I'm going to put on my art smock. And fun fact, it ain't actually an art smock. I made it one. It is actually from chemistry lab. It was my chemistry lab coat. And I just didn't have any other purpose for it again, so if you couldn't tell with the paint on it and the paint all over, it's my art smock. Alright, y'all, we are going to mix some skin colors. I started off this painting a little nervous only because I really don't paint myself too often, and I usually start out by drawing or painting the eyes, so I started not doing that but caved very quickly and painted the eyes in. I had a lot of fun painting this, especially the fish face. I liked how the shadows really contrasted with the light. I think I could have done the nose a little bit better if I had to go back into it, but I told myself I'm not going to go back into these, just spend up to 4 hours on them and that's it. Hey there, day 2, which means we are going to take another selfie. The pose I'm gonna do is, got my photo. The white paint is the only part of this painting that is wet, or the parts that have some more white in it. I'm still gonna try to draw and paint on top of it, because this is another day, and I don't want to miss out on painting. This one's gonna be a little bit of a challenge, only because my mouth is open a little bit, and my teeth are showing. I started off with the drawing and then I went into the painting. This one was a little different. I started painting the hair early on so I could see the darks of my hair, and so I'd know the lights that I should put against the hairline. The mouth was pretty tricky. I didn't want the teeth to become reddened from the lips, but I also didn't want the reds to get lost in the face. I needed them to look like lips. So the teeth actually have blues and yellows and whites and a bunch of different colors, and it's pretty implied. Overall, I'd say this is pretty successful. Today I'm painting the third one of me. I'm gonna do a face, something along the lines of... Still a little wet from yesterday, but I made sure not to paint a lot of white over here like the day before that, so I wouldn't be drawing on top of wet paint, like really wet white paint again, because that was a little tough. You could tell that the paint's already coming off on the pencil just a little bit. The pink color hat is like a really nice hat that I like to wear, especially in the winter, so I figured it's part of my outfit in the winter and it's still pretty cold, so you know what, I might as well paint it in. This is just my funny face. Hello, hello. I used the new shampoo and conditioner. My hair seems extra fluffy today. I guess that will reflect in my painting. I wasn't a huge fan of the underdrawing, but I said I would fix it with the paint. Lights and darks a lot of the time usually help shape what's in front of you, what's going further in space, so I figured I can make this better. I painted in the hair and continued on with the values because if I had the darks of the hair next to where my skin would be, I could see what colors I should add in. Before I even started painting my face, I painted the white around my head so the hair would kind of like blend in to an extent so it doesn't look like it's not a part of the painting. And I think this was my best painting out of all of them.
Last one, 5th portrait.
Starting in high school when I got glasses, my exterior identity became the girl with the glasses, and that followed into college. Well, a summer ago, I got contacts, and I looked in the mirror, and for the first time without glasses, I could see myself. So I never fully knew what I looked like without glasses, and you could only see yourself from mirrors or photographs or reflections, and mirrors can be bent, which is why we have these funky, silly mirrors where it distorts shapes and what we look like. So do I really know what I look like? Looking at this painting, I wasn't sure if this is what I look like until I left the room after it was done and came back, and I was like, wow, that does kind of look like me. But it's a different identity because sometimes I wear glasses now, but most of the time I wear contacts. I definitely learned a lot going through each face and spending about 4 hours on each one. This painting is gonna get hung up on my wall above my windows so everybody can see my faces when I walk in or when they walk in.